so hard lately, haven't made time for you, baby, but I know I can make amends. I can write you a love letter, make you feel 10 times better, and I know my heart can mend. Baby, let me be your lover, we can roll around under the covers. So won't you lay here with me? And baby, won't you lay here with me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've been working so hard lately, haven't made time for you, baby, but I know I can make amends. Oh, no, no, I can write you a love letter, make you feel 10 times better, and I know my heart can mend. But baby, let me be your lover, we can roll around on the covers. So won't you lay here with me? And baby, won't you lay with me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And baby, I know that I should have stayed at home. And baby, I can see what my work is doing to you and me. So baby, won't you lay with me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And baby, won't you lay with me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can write you a love letter, make it feel 10 times better. I can write you a song, I can write all my wrongs. And I can write you a love letter, make it feel 10 times better. I can write you a song, I can write all my wrongs. So baby, won't you lay with me? Yeah, yeah. And won't you lay with me? Yeah, yeah. Won't you lay with me? Thank you very much. Just want to say big thanks to everyone who's actually come tonight, especially my family over there, which is brilliant, and you boys at the front, you're looking absolutely fantastic, especially Neil with you and your massive quiff. This next song, oh yeah, make sure you stick around to see Neil. Him and the Aztecs are playing After 8, which is amazing. They were on the Anthem Live tour last year. They're fantastic. Right, I'll stop faffing. This next song, I'm hoping no one in this room is guilty of this, but lots of girls in Bristol are very guilty for this. This song's called Less Is More. So ditch the makeup, cause you look like a drag queen. Skin so brand, you ain't never seen sunscreen. And everybody thinks so too. And you wear more gold than Kanye West, but I bet it's all fake, so you're not blessed. You should take it down a notch or two. You should learn your lesson, cause you don't impress them. And the way things are going, you ain't going very far. So ditch that calling, grab a vodka, darling, and don't take what I said too hard. Cause less is more, and less is more. Baby, I just think you need to make a change. Less is more, and less is more. Baby, I just wanna see your real face. See, you won't find a man if you dress like Jordan, heels so high that a man can't afford them. And everybody thinks so too. See, I don't want a girl that I can't afford, and a girl well dressed is easily adored. You should take it down a notch or two. You need to wake up take off that makeup so I can see what lies behind your mask. And if it ain't easy, girl, believe me, if you need my help, just ask. Cause less is more, and less is more. Baby, I just think you need to make a change. Less is more, and less is more. Baby, I just wanna see a real face. Cause less is more. Oh no, no. Cause less is more. Less is more. Cause less is more, and less is more. Baby, I just think you need to make a change. Less is more, and less is more. Baby, I just wanna see a real face. So ditch the makeup, cause you look like a drag queen. Skin so brown, you ain't never seen sunscreen. And everybody thinks so too. Thank you very much, guys.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought the song structures were interesting, and the pace and the rhythms that you used. It was, it wasn't what I was always expecting, which is nice. It's nice. It's nice to be surprised. So I really enjoyed that. I felt that you could have done more with the guitar chords on the first song. It may be because you wrote it on Thursday. I thought the song was actually stronger. The song was great, but I felt the chords. You could have done more with that.
Need a bit more, yeah.
Really confident, strong vocal. With the last song, I liked it lyrically, but I felt it was a little bit general. Like I kind of felt like maybe, have you been out with a girl that wore loads of makeup and you didn't like it for? I don't know. I just felt like you could have put something in that was.
Where is my girlfriend? Oh wait, there's no. I am.
Maybe put something in that was slightly less general in one of the verses.
Yeah.
That was a bit more specific about, why you're not keen on it.
I think the reason I wrote it the way it is because thanks, Neil. I go out a lot in Bristol. My parents get very annoyed with that, but and it's the sort of thing I see week in, week out, and I just sort of wrote it up, basically about a lot of girls.
Right. Okay. So it was just a sort of general thing. All right. Well, just an idea for me. I sort of, not that keen on generalisms throughout a whole song. Yeah, I like to kind of get in there and get more specific about why it upsets you. I'll pass you over to Phil.
Okay. Thank you.
See, the lad's coming in now, so the lad's not got to let the lad down. Connor, it was a really good set, actually. You're really comfy there on stage, and you're very current as well, and you've got a really good voice there. There's a lot of little influences in there that are very obvious. There's a lot of people playing songs in that style at the moment, but you've all got different styles about you. And I was having a quick look online. You're really busy. You've been promoting it 10 hours ago on Facebook, and you've been tweeting it. You've been doing all the things that you need to be doing. So, and looking at the amount of people who are looking at that, you've got to be doing something right. So I don't think there's a rush. I think there's plenty of time to develop what you're doing, and it will develop more. And much of what Rachel said, really, but there's loads of time around it. You've got something going on there very nicely at the front. Very nice. I'll pass you on.
Thank you.
All right, Connor, is it?
Hello there.
Yeah, that was that's good. That was very good. You're very likable, which is a good thing. Obviously, you're a singer-songwriter, and there's going to be a lot of talking and there's going to be a lot of talking in between songs.
So I was trying not to faff a bit, but I think I did a little bit.
Yeah, but no, I thought it was good. People, it's easy to like you, and I think that's a big thing with what you're doing. Your lyrics were amusing, and there were loads of hooks and stuff. It's catchy. There were a few timing issues.
Yep.
here and there. I feel like you could done more dynamically as well. It was kind of one note, kind of one
I
level.
think the
even.
first one, you're right. The first one needs a lot more dynamics.
Yeah,
there's a lot more I could do with that song.
That especially, yeah, the first one especially.
Yeah.
But it was good though. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Hi, Connor.
Hello.
I really enjoyed it as well. You're obviously in tremendous control of your voice, and you've got a nice tone to your voice. Oh, let's keep batteries are on the go. We've heard quite a lot of kind of slightly touchy-feely, quite sort of sweet, romantic singer-songwriters this week.
Yeah.
The ones that really stand out are the ones that deal lyrically with detail. And so you have to move as far away as you can from any sort of large, sort of sweeping concepts. So that's the thing that I would want you to focus on, is just trying to get a bit more detail or some lyrical abstractions in there. We've kept saying all week, go and read some poetry, be a bit of a ponce about it, get used to using metaphors that aren't usual, develop your linguistic skills, because you can obviously write a melody, and in terms of songcraft, you're there. But the thing that's going to mark you out is if you've got a really light touch lyrically. Yeah. I'm afraid on the second song, you lost me slightly. I got a little bit annoyed with you. I got my feminist hat on, was just like, stop telling us what we need to look like. That's the trouble. If you're writing any song that's making sort of large statements about what you think the opposite sex should do and you're being critical of them, you need to have a really light touch, because I felt that was sort of moving into Snog, Marry, Avoid territory, that awful television programme. And I think girls should be allowed to look however they want to look.
Of course.
But yeah, you're a very assured performer, and it was really nice to see someone else who just came on stage and owned it and looked really, really confident. We've got a couple of questions for you. Obviously, you're on top of the social media side of things.
Yeah, I'll try my
If you were
best.
given the opportunity to go on tour, how would you use it to advance your career?
Well, the thing is, I'd be going all over the country, and I mean, already I've been talking to people from I got a small fan base in Oxford, Banbury specifically, and then up in Glasgow, I got a few people. I've even got people in Australia. So I'd use the city to my advantage, talk to as many people as possible. I mean, whoever's there, just talk to them, because they're just the contact, and their advice could be worth its weight in gold. So.
Okay, great. Thanks very much.
Brilliant.
Right, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so far to all the acts who've performed and to Macmillan for the great work they do. Charity. We are Ilumini, and we're going to be performing a 10-minute set for you guys tonight. We hope you enjoy the show. This first song is called Give Me More.
Give me
song's called Anticipation. We got a bit more chilled out with this. We wanted to show that our band is capable of having dynamics. We hope you enjoy the show. Thinking about a few ways how I can't say this to you. Try to begin what I say, I just don't have a clue how to explain how I feel, how I feel about you. I put my thoughts into words and this is what I got for you. You make me feel like I'm alive. My stomach flips when you arrive. Yeah, I stumble, trip over my words, 'cause I want you so damn bad it hurts. What would you do if you knew? Would you take it well? Would it destroy what we have? Would our friendship go to hell? 'Cause I don't wanna lose you, no. You see, I just want more. I put my thoughts into words and it's you that I adore. You make me feel like I'm alive. My stomach flips when you arrive. Yeah, I stumble, trip over my words. I want you so damn bad it hurts. You make me feel like I'm alive. My stomach flips when you arrive. I stumble, trip over my words. I want you so damn bad it hurts. You make me feel like I'm alive. Yeah, my stomach flips when you arrive. Whoa, I stumble, trip over my words. I want you so damn bad it hurts. Say, you make me feel like I'm alive. My stomach flips when you arrive. Yeah, I stumble, trip over my words. I want you so damn bad it hurts. So damn bad it hurts. Thank you very much. Now, this is our last song. We want to see you dancing for this. It's a bit more of a jump-up tune. This is called Room to Breathe. I've got a monologue. I won't ask you to decipher. It's written in rhyme with precision of a sniper. I'm a fighter, writer, work all day and night. We all know too well the money's getting tighter. People need to
That was really tight. I was surprised because I know you guys haven't been together for that long a time. But your performance was a little bit uneven. Your bassist was like rocking out, and your keyboard player looked so bored. Like John, a little bit more enthusiasm would be nice. Your look, I have mixed opinions on. You all look like a band, definitely, but it's weird with the music you play. I'm not sure if it necessarily fits. But your dynamics were brilliant. You clearly just get dynamics and stuff, like big parts sound really big and the quiet parts sound really quiet and stuff. So yeah, good job. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hi there. I loved it. I thought you were really great. I think I especially like your voice and just you as a frontwoman. You're only the second band this week to thank all the other acts who've performed, so that's a gracious thing to do. That immediately kind of makes you seem like nice people, which is never a bad thing. Your voice reminded me in parts of Rasheen Murphy and in other parts of Beth Ditto. Again, you know, obviously no dissing there. I think the one thing that, James, I feel like you've got an amazing front woman who's incredibly sort of slinky and who looks amazing. And then with you playing the keyboard there on the right, I felt like you were at a school assembly. You're an amazing keyboardist, and I loved all those sort of wibbly notes in the third song. I think you're fantastic, but I need to feel like you actually want to be there, and I didn't. And so maybe just a bit of interaction, or just sort of, or maybe even play standing up. I don't think that would hurt, because it does look a little bit too comfortable. But yeah, fantastic band. Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely loved that. I love the look of the band. I think it's brilliant, really, really interesting. And you're absolutely riveting as a front woman. I can see that you are a bit nervous. You did that thing between songs.
Actually more because I was running out of breath from the long notes.
Okay. So I sort of feel like you could work on your confidence, but I know that that's going to grow and grow. And just know that you are absolutely amazing. And just hold that in your head, because you are so good. Your voice is so distinct and so clear. It's like, it's such a distinctive voice, which is a great gift to have. The one thing, and I thought the second song was absolutely brilliant. I just loved it, and you really gave a lesson in sort of how to create a tight song. You know, like most new bands, you know, go on a bit long, and I felt the first two songs you were in and out, and it was just great, and it packed such a punch because of that. The final song I thought was a little bit too long compared to the other two. And I also felt that, you know, your voice is so strong, and we had just probably one or two moments where you were slightly quieter, and you've got a really lovely tone in the quieter moments as well. And I think maybe do a few more of those in there. But brilliant, you've got an amazing future.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. They're all being quiet there. I probably disagree with James on one or two of his comments. I probably agree strongly with Rachel on her comments, and probably, again, slightly disagree with Wendy. In terms of what I saw, I was quite interested in... it looks like you and the bass player definitely front the band. So all I would have done is edit the stage plan, because I thought the keyboard player looked fantastic. I think it looks like a cross between a young Elvis Costello and the guy from Sparks. And I think what you've got to do there, I think he looked amazing, but it's displaced because all the action was going on your right and my left, okay? And that's all it was. So what I saw, I was watching the drummer, who's got a really cool beat, and he's very laid back, and the keyboard player is just keeping totally chilled and playing his instrument, and there's a look about that I think would draw an audience in. So if I were you, I would probably think about possibly trying it out where the keyboard player is placed behind you next to the drummer, and you two lead the way, because when you were just rocking out on one of those tracks there as well, you were looking at yourselves, but you could see through and see there was something going on behind. So I think it's just the placement of the band there. I think the look is really cool, actually. It's nice to see what you're actually doing musically. And I've got here Beth Orton references and well-structured pop songs, great musicians, smart, cool look, very strong vocal, image, lots of potential, lots of currency in what you're doing. So I've got all those same things that the panel have all mentioned, and I think it's just about placing the band in a different position and trying it.
Okay.
Just a couple of references. I had a quick look on the web. I could not find you at all. Have you got anything going on up there?
Yeah, we do. We have a Facebook page that's ongoing at the moment. We also have a Reverb Nation page.
And what's the Reverb Nation page?
Ilumini.band.
We'll get this right next year, because we'll get all of your social network sites ahead. What have you been doing today to plug this on those social network sites?
We've been updating our statuses quite regularly throughout the week, actually, just tagging people in it and referencing to the gig in order to get some more people to come along.
Because, as you know, 2-3 more people who've not discovered you yet are 2-3 more fans. So leading from that very quickly, if you got a crack at the tour, how would you make the best of that? What would you gain from it? What would be your master plan? What do you want from it?
Yeah, just to sort of perform our music is something that we love doing, and we think that it's important to help people listen to our material. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
okay.
I feel like I'm the only person talking. Come on, guys.
That's all right. Lead the band. You've led the band so far. Lead the band. Okay, thanks, guys. Really good.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. Ilumini. Excellent. Ones to watch there.
What's up for 23 days break? Let's go! I'm mental attack that you can't escape. My head's closing in and it fucking aches. Filling it up but with explosion instead. I live no regrets, so was it something I said? Feel alone in a crowded room. So what my friends say is no fucking way. When I wanna move on and I know I can take, I take this risk out for this pain. Eyes open, never say the person that you wanna be. Keep my mouth shut and I'll rewind things. It's all my fault, so hit me again. Eyes open, I can never say the person that you wanna be. Keep my mouth shut and I'll rewind things. It's all my fault, so hit me again. Woo! 2 months left and I've gone insane. This is super messed up and it's fucked on my brain. Then I get the shit that we did back home. I feel lost and anxiety, I've lost my mind. So for what lasts and my days outside, and I'm missing a new voice waiting to find. Come into the hole and I can't get out. I better off dead, come and hear me shout. Eyes open and never say the person that you wanna be. My mouth shut and I'll rerun things. It's all my fault, so here we go. Eyes open and never say the person that you wanna be. My mouth shut and I'll rerun things. It's all my fault, so here we go. Open and never say the person that you wanna be. Keep my mouth shut and I'll rerun things. It's all my fault, so everything. Eyes open and can never say the person that you wanna be. Keep my mouth shut and I'll rerun things. It's all my fault, so everything.
What's up for 23 Days Break?
Cheers, guys. That song was called Eyes Open. This is going to be our next song. It's a bit quieter, a bit slower. This is called Timeless. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks a lot, guys. We are 23 Days Break. This is our last song. It's called Break. drugs inside your friends do.
All they have to do is convince you.
They all just let the coke on my block.
All they too strong to not punk rock.
If your memory is so rough to build it,
Doesn't help positioning your credibility.
you ain't no waste of keep fucking faring.
All they focus on genetic engineering.
Break up, break down.
Right.
Through the silence of our past, I'm silent to look back. Break up, break down.
Right.
Through the service of our employers, fuck the doctors and fuck the lawyers. They're too late to turn to keep positive.
Too young to die and too dead to live.
Our timing is saying yes.
You have the choice to impress or impress.
Let's up bread and water from the gutter.
Better than money, power than
A fucking cool self-respect you up.
all destruction's floating given.
Break up, break down.
Right.
Through the silence of our past, bring our sun and to look back. Break up, break down.
Right.
Through the service of our employer, fuck the doctors and fuck the lawyers. Break up, break down.
Right.
Through the silence of our past, bring our sun and to look back. Break up, break down. Through the service of our employer, fuck the doctors and fuck the lawyer.
Break up. Break down. Break down. Break up. Break down. Break down.
Thanks, guys. We've been 23 days break. Cheers to all the other bands that have played. Good night.
Okay, boys, how you doing?
Sweaty.
Mate, how you doing?
Always good, even after a long tour and in a crisis, and when on fire. Anyway, listen, just to let you know, I loved it to bits because I've been working with, I've been mentoring a band for about 3 years from Blackburn in Lancashire, and they were one of the youngest punk pop garage bands to go on the Warped Tour twice. So they went out with Blink 182 and Enter Shikari, and then they played Austin, Texas with us, and we got funding for them. And you're right down there. I think you had it tip top for the style. I think it's a shrinking style in the UK a bit now because it was like really there 3 years ago, and it still is there. But there's still a massive market in Germany, Japan, of course in America, and you should really be making friends with the Van Warps people and applying for their tours because they really do like to take British bands out there. And I think you've got a great set. The songs were really well crafted, really strong up front. And do stick your head round here afterwards, and I want to put you in touch with a guy who's doing all age stuff with everything you do in Manchester at the Academy 3, and then with this band they call Middle Finger Salute, so check them out. They're on it, and maybe you should buddy up with some of those bands that are still turning this out and doing it around the UK and outside the UK. They spend a lot of time in Germany. How old are you all?
Well, I'm 18, 20, Tom's 20, 19.
They're all the same age
and
as
19.
you. They were out at 16 years old playing with Blink 182. But that shows you, I mean, that was about 4 or 5 years ago. So be mindful that it's a decreasing market with that, but what you're turning out is spot on.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Loved the energy. Thought it was really tight playing. I loved the strumming in unison, the furious strumming from you two. It really, when people do things together, it really packs a punch visually. It sort of, gets us really excited. I liked your kind of slightly sweet vocals, actually, I thought, in the second, and the juxtaposition between your vocal and the kind of gruff vocal of, middle singer. I did find Tom sorry, I did find your vocals a little bit hard to understand, and I know with this kind of music it is quite, you know, with sometimes with really fast rap as well, it's hard to understand, but I would have liked to have heard a little bit more of the lyrics, if that was at all possible. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Fast and Furious, great way to end the show.
Yeah, I mostly agree with with Phil and Rachel. You really made me grin. I just think your stagecraft and the way you look as a band is absolutely perfect. I loved how you started or turned away from us. I really loved, there was a really nice sort of, the guitar intro to the second song I really loved. And I agree, you on the right-hand side, you do sing, it's quite funny seeing you sing in this sort of angelic way, when you're not really an angelic band. I quite like that sort of contrast. I think the trouble with pop punk, it is the genre that refuses to die, and you are brilliant at it, but it's hard to see what's different about you versus other bands that are working in that distinct subgenre of punk. And so creating your own identity within that style of music is quite difficult, and I think that's the one thing that I think you should work on. You're brilliant at what you do, but if you want us to remember you as a memorable band working in that genre, you've got to be doing something that's different to other people. I think you're incredibly accomplished songwriters, but I want something that I can snags on my memory and makes me remember you for what you're doing.
Yeah, I kind of agree about the kind of finding something that makes you your own kind of thing. You can write songs, especially that second song, in my opinion, was my favourite. It was very poppy and stuff, and if you can just find your own little slant on it, which makes it yours. Also, some of the more shouty vocals, sometimes I found it hard to pick out the melodies and stuff. Other than that, though, that was really tight. So energetic, and you look right. You know, you look like a band, and yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, can we have the questions for 23 Days Break, please?
Yes, indeed. We've got the first question is about social media. We don't want you just to list the sites you're on because we're all aware of Facebook's existence. We want to know how you use them to create a wider fan base.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're currently recording our album at the moment, and that's something we like to post about a lot. And I mean, without having to mention them, you know, various places like Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, and everything. We keep regular posts up on that. You know, try and keep people excited, give them either, you know, songs, like we'll release a single at a time, and give them kind of like keep giving people a bit of a taste of what we're about, just keeping them interested, really.
Okay.
Just constantly updating them about what we do.
Also kind of like picture updates. Like we just upload pictures if we're doing a day's recording, stick a picture up or a little video or something.
Okay. And if you were given the opportunity to go on tour, how would you use it to enhance your career?
Well, probably I think the most obvious thing at the moment would be the fact that, you know, we are recording our album, and I think that would coincide quite nicely with the fact that we could use it not to promote our album, but also to give us more experience as well. You know, I think having a chance to go out on tour would improve our stagecraft even more and get us even just that little bit tighter.
Okay. All right, thanks very much.
Brilliant.
Thank
23 Days Break, fantastic.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Well done, guys.